Can you imagine a poor underprivileged girl, a domestic helper, from age 14, a vendor, one lacking in the Queen's English, scorned by society, could be elected as such a high office in a foreign land?
Jamaican-born Barking and Dagenham Mayor Donna Lumsden visited Portmore. Let's see what she has to offer the Sunshine City. This is Cover Story Highlights. Let's get after it. But before we do, please subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment. I'd also like to thank all the folks who have already subscribed, and to invite those who have not yet subscribed, please do so now. We are on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers by year end. In a remarkable tale of resilience and triumph, Donna Lumsden, a Jamaican-born mayor in the UK, embodies the epitome of inspiration for young girls aspiring to make a difference. Hailing from the vibrant borough of Barking and Dagenham in London, Lumsden's journey, marked by determination and tenacity, has shattered barriers and etched her name as the first Jamaican to hold the esteemed position of mayor. The second of 9 siblings, Lumsden faced the challenges of life without the luxury of a formal education. She had to take up the responsibilities to care for her siblings at age 14 after the death of her mother. She landed a job in a Jamaican household as a domestic helper and did buying and selling to make ends meet. Her big break came at age 17 when she got the opportunity to migrate to the UK. Against all odds, she ascended to the pinnacle of leadership, defying expectations and proving that merit and determination can pave the way to unprecedented success.
I stand here very proudly as the first black female elected mayor in Barking and Dagenham, who was born and raised in Jamaica. The first black person ever raised a flag in Barking and Dagenham as a Jamaican. And I fight and I argue that I will raise the flag because I am a Jamaican and it's struggle raised, and I did it. It's leading a predominantly white community in Barking and Dagenham, and you know that when I was being elected as a councillor, the first thing they says, why do you do it? Why do you want to come here? And I says, I will sit here and I will be a councillor. And they make you feel, they try to intimidate you. And that's what they do. But you have to stand up firm to prove to them that as a Jamaican, you can do it. Then they will say, the way you speak. I say, I can't speak any way different. This is how I speak, and you have to accept my speech. So I had to be a woman, and I had to be strong to be a Jamaican. Can you imagine a poor underprivileged girl, a domestic helper, from age 14, a vendor, one lacking in the Queen's English, scorned by society, could be elected as such a high office in a foreign land? I stand by the guiding philosophy, never accept when someone says you are not educated, you are nobody, you are no good, because they can't determine your future. You have the power to charge your own path to success. Prove your daughters wrong. Pray, keep your eyes on the prize. Never let poverty discourage you. And I always say, Jeremiah 1:5, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as prophet to the nation. Remain humble. Always remember, loving yourself is the greatest love of all. Then you can extend that love to the world. Thank you, Mayor Leah Thomas and the Portmore City Municipality for having me and helping to write history that a little black girl can raise to such an office as a mayor and daughter of the soil of Jamaica.
Mayor Lumsden's visit to Portmore was warmly hosted by Mayor Leon Thomas and the councillors of the municipality. But coming from a London borough that has been described as having wicked and complex social challenges, there were some skepticism as to what she could offer to Portmore.
Worshipful Councillor Donna Lumsden, it is said that England is one of the richest countries in the world, among the richest countries in the world. But you are very close to Portmore, where we have over 219,000 people living in Barking and Dagenham. But when I go on the internet, if I should be like traveling, I am not sure if Barking and Dagenham would be my location to visit, because I'm seeing some issues that now I'd like to ask. What is the relationship between the local council and central government? Just picking up the phone and I look at what are the social issues in Dagenham, and it states that the residents of Barking and Dagenham, a borough of London, has a number of wicked and complex challenges facing its residents: lack of opportunity, economic precarities, housing insecurity and homelessness, high rates of domestic violence, and a significantly high level of deprivation and unemployment. Just by taking up the phone and seeing this. From the local government standpoint, what are you doing to solve some of these ills, and what is the relationship between the parish council, your local council, and central government? England is known to be helping the world, but here I'm seeing a borough that is in serious trouble. How are you working with them to get yourselves out of this?
Barking and Dagenham is one of the poorest boroughs.
I'm seeing that.
One of the poorest boroughs. And the reason why we have that problem, because we deal with diversity. And if you know England as much as I do, and the government that is ruling, they are not for people of ethnic minority. And that has caused, that is why we are the only, even though we are the poorest borough, and every borough is crashing after we have the COVID, we stand firm. We have to put in things in places. When the Thatcher came, she made this thing worse for us because she sell out all the houses. So when we had houses that we could have poor people to go into, those houses were sold off even to myself. We bought the property. If we bought the property, there was nothing left behind, so we have to start to build new property for people. We take in Romanians, Lithuanians, we take in a lot of people in our borough. They aren't speaking our language. We have to teach them.
Before embarking on a tour of the Sunshine City, Mayor Lumsden toured the newly constructed municipal building and then made a courtesy call on the leadership of the St. Catherine South Police.
I want to use this opportunity to welcome Her Worshipful Councillor Donna Lumsden, Mayor of Barking and Dagenham. Dagenham. Okay, great. It is a pleasure to have you, and I also want to acknowledge our local mayor.
Waterford held a special place on her itinerary, perhaps a poignant reminder of her roots and a testament to the importance of embracing one's origin. She was warmly welcomed at the Waterford Primary School by student dancers who performed an incredible piece. So impressive was the cultural item that Waterford Councillor Findlay Douglas seized the moment to solicit a cultural exchange between the Waterford Primary School students and a school in the London Borough.
I am seeing students in my vision, what I'm seeing now is students from the Waterford Primary School and students from Barking. We're exchanging students on a cultural level so that as students they can get the opportunity to explore the cultures of the different countries. So, Mayor, while we normally twin with other councils, this time instead of exchanging the technical expertise, there is a huge possibility that a cultural revolution is on the making.
And despite all this, Mayor Leon Thomas was very much focused on what he wants from the visiting mayor.
We share some ideas of our city, how it is, how many people are there, the population, and all of that. We expect that we will have a twinning relationship between both municipalities going forward.
The councillor mentioned a cultural exchange. Is there any possibility that you might be thinking along that lines, and could it be facilitated by you?
Yes, I will be thinking about it at the moment, and as soon as I reach back home, I will put all things in place that it can happen. I'm planning to open a school over in Greater Portmore to deal with disability children, and that's why I'm inquiring so much about rump and so forth to do with disabled children. That is my dream, to open a school, because I'm from Waterford and I just want the best for Waterford.
Donna Lumsden's story is not just about political milestones. It is a human interest piece that resonates with the essence of possibility, breaking molds and proving that every journey, no matter how unconventional, has the potential to inspire generations to come. That was Cover Story Highlights. Tune in again next time for another edition of Cover Story Highlights. In the meantime, please subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment.